Hello, everybody. This is the AEW Aaron Mortal Order bringing you It's All About Wrestling episode 35. Yes, the rebranded Aaron Entertainment is no more. He's changed. Yeah, I've changed to become AEW the Aaron Mortal Order, man. I'm taking over YouTube. Everything on YouTube. Wrestling, pop culture, everything. But this show is about it's all about wrestling. And this is a jam-packed show today, guys. We got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening in wrestling. A lot of stuff. And let me just see something real quick. Real quick. Let me just check. Alright. 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 Got that to work. I don't care. I'm just gonna invite people on. I just feel like it. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. I'll invite RJ on. Maybe Ambassador. I don't know. We'll talk. I don't know. Alright. Let's get back to the fucking show, guys. Oh, sorry for my swear. Oh, wait. I don't care. Let's get to the show. Let's talk. So my thumbnail, right? You saw my thumbnail. It's premier AEW talent, right? Kenny Omega, Christian Cage, and Britt Baker. But I want to get to some news, unfortunate news. Does not sound good. And that's WWE news for SummerSlam. It doesn't sound good for some. Hey, maybe Max wanted to join. I don't know. Or you know what? Let the people join if they want. I don't care. SummerSlam. The title match, the Women's SmackDown title match, may not happen according to WP and WWPW Insider. That Sasha Banks, the challenger for Bianca Belair's title at SummerSlam, might be in jeopardy. Hi, Tim. Might be in jeopardy. They were not on the live event yesterday due to unfortunate circumstances. That doesn't sound good, right? Hey Josh. We don't know the situation. We could speculate COVID reasons. Their matches at SummerSlam. We don't know. That match might be in jeopardy. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks match by be in jeopardy. So according to Ringside News, Ringside News is you take Ringside News for what it is. WWE and staff under a new mask mandate and news about. So they have a 24. Now they have mandated a 24/7 mask mandated for all superstars and staff. Of course, we know that Las Vegas has a mask mandate indoors, right? And so SummerSlam is an indoors, Allegiant Stadium is an indoors, so the fans have to be forced to wear a face mask. And vaccination update, whatever. Now, Ringside News is saying talent and staff are now under 24/7 mask mandates except while eating or drinking. This new order applies to everyone without exception. Of course, Ringside News says now they say also WWE staff and talent will be tested for COVID-19 before each show. This rule applies to everyone due to the rise of COVID-19 cases across the country. That's not saying much, though. So yeah, this probably comes after what the Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair thing happening, man. Situation. I don't know what the match is canceled. I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see, man. There's SmackDown. SmackDown's Friday. We'll see. I'm sure WWE will update. They have to. Unfortunate circumstances. I don't know, man. I don't think they go back to the Thunderdome, but I think them and AEW are premature. Going back to live crowds, and but to be honest with you, the show still, even with the live crowds, the shows haven't been even better. It's been the same, really. But let's get to we're gonna talk WWE stuff a little bit later. We're gonna talk about last week's Raw and SmackDown, NXT. There's some NXT news we're gonna get to too. But we're gonna talk. I guess we're gonna talk AEW talent. AEW and AEW's talent. So we're gonna talk Rampage. I know I said we're gonna talk Rampage. So we're gonna do AEW Rampage first. So we're not gonna talk about Rampage during my weekly review of the shows. We're gonna skip Rampage. We'll talk about last week's Dynamite. We're gonna talk Rampage. So Rampage made it. AEW's Rampage started right after SmackDown. Oh yes, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that for a SmackDown review. So Rampage started right after SmackDown. They started right off the bat. The debut of Rampage. Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the Impact title and the TNA title, same thing. And this match was very good. Between the two. Good match. The debut of the show. The debut of the show. Started off hot. It was. AEW has put some better shows than WWE right now. There's no denying it. AEW is a better show. Yeah, for an hour it was very good. It was fun, yeah. It was a good show. AEW knows what they're doing, and they know what they're doing. So, Christian Cage won the Impact title and the World TNA title. So I guess the belt collector Kenny Omega loses the belts, right? Those belts. He won with the prettier to Kenny Omega on the chair that was meant to use as a weapon by Omega from the Young Bucks. Fortunately, the referee got distracted and Christian Cage managed to do his finishing move and he became the champion. Good opening match, hard right off the card, right off the debut of Rampage. Then we got yeah, so there were people in the crowd. Darby and Sting were in the rafters, reminiscing of Sting back in WCW days when he was always watching from the rafters. This is what Josh was talking about. So, we got to a part where, by the way, if you're on YouTube, there's a Streamlabs elements. I'm not gonna promote it, but if you like to, since I have super chats, give me some money. It's up to you. I'm not gonna beg or anything. I'm not. All right. So don't worry about it. So let's get to the second. I think so. To get to the next title match, TNT title match between Figo del Sol and the champion Miro, formerly Rusev. This match was good. So there was implications as a match. If Figo del Sol wins, he gets an actual contract from AEW. This match was quick, but it wasn't in a squash fashion like typical Miro matches. This was not a squash match. Figo del Sol managed to get the upper hand for the majority of the match, like with 3 or 4 swinging DDTs, but unfortunately went to the well too much for a high flying move, and Miro just caught him, and Miro just finished him off. The kick, his finishing move, the submission move, and Figo del Sol quickly tapped out. The good news is Figo del Sol, despite his loss, Sammy Guevara came down to the ring to exactly, yeah. You're right. Sammy Guevara came down the ring and gave a contract to Figo del Sol that he was still impressed. They were impressed. They still wanted him there, and he signed the contract. And on commentary, they had a 4-man booth, and he thought 3-man booth was ridiculous. A 4-man booth was even more ridiculous. Jericho, Mark Henry, Taz, and Excalibur. I'll say this: I do not like a 4-man booth. I did not really like this commentary. Jericho was talking over everybody. He was hijacking it. He was hijacking the commentary booth. You can't do commentary with 4 people. I don't think it works. I mean, 3 is hard, but with 4 people? Tell me. And Mark Henry did do backstage interviews too, but I think 4 booth commentary is not a... It's not. I don't think it works. And Jericho, yeah, I said Jericho was talking over everybody. I think Mark Henry, when he was on commentary, I think barely got stuff in. Him and Jericho was really the man. I don't know. AEW. I think. AEW has a lot of goodwill, but there's one thing I'm criticizing is the commentary booth, especially on Rampage. You don't need 4 people doing commentary. Exactly. That's why they have Taz. Taz is a heel. Face is a baby face. Baby face, right? Taz is a heel, right? Taz is a heel manager, so he should be playing the heel. But I think Taz barely got a word in. Jericho was everything, man. That whole commentary booth was all Jericho hijacking everything. I feel like wrestlers, when they translate, not just at AEW, all wrestling companies, when they translate to becoming analysis or whatever they analyze, I feel they don't get the proper training, like how former athletes, baseball players, hockey players, football players, basketball players, when they become part of the commentary booth and become analysis, they got actual training and broadcast training. They actually train for broadcast. I feel like in wrestling they don't do that with wrestlers. I feel like they don't transition to becoming they don't train and become good on the commentary booth. Unlike professional sports. Yeah, man. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Like, that's when they got Mark Henry there, right, to be commentary. Yeah. Uh, and so on, so on. Figueroa still has a contract. Makes the fans happy. I mean, everybody in AEW is over with the fans. It's a fact. Everybody, even if you have a terrible winning record, if you have no wins, you're still over with the fans. And AEW is about performance and character. It's not really about winning, even though they have that rankings, which to me doesn't really mean anything. I think rankings is a BS thing in wrestling. I think rankings is bullshit in wrestling. Rankings to me only works in sports. I don't think it really works in wrestling, because to me, wrestling is not a typical sport. It's an entertainment. It's entertainment sports. We want good performances in the ring, but we also want good stories. Sports, yeah, there's stories. There's stories. There's like rivalries in sports, but it's not like wrestling. It's a total different. That's why we can't compare sports to wrestling. There's rivalries in sports. You have Boston and New York, right? Example like that. Okay, Celtics and Lakers. Yeah, those are good stories, but good story rivalries. But it's about. But there's rankings in there. You go through the playoffs and all of that. Wrestling, you don't need that. It doesn't matter. You can have bad teams can have good rivalries in sports. It doesn't mean anything. Really in wrestling though. You got like. Okay, so main event time. Yeah, here. I like good matches too. I like good matches with a story in a match, right? Sometimes you can have no storylines, but you have two wrestlers perform a good story in a match, like an impromptu story during a match. I like that too. But when there's a great storyline going, it makes the matches so much more interesting. That's why they have pay-per-views, right? That's what you should do for pay-per-views. Have hot storylines going to pay-per-views. That's why it makes pay-per-view matches so interesting. The thing is with WWE, the storylines are not interesting, but the matches at most of the pay-per-views are good. But the storylines are not interesting. AEW is the exact opposite. You got bad storylines in AEW, but the matches are still good. But you don't see it very often in AEW. In WWE, they focus. You see it very often in WWE. Bad storylines, but the pay-per-views have good matches. Sometimes you can have good matches without a storyline, but to me, a storyline makes a match mean so much more. So we got the main event: Britt Baker versus Red Velvet. Britt Baker was actually injured during the Nyla Rose match. Nyla Rose, I'm sorry, but she's not very good. So this is a good match. Britt Baker couldn't really focus using her hand, the hand she used for her I forgot her face move, lockjaw, whatever it's called. Well, unfortunately, she was able to use her other hand and get Red Velvet to submit. She started to beat up Red Velvet, and then all of a sudden Chris Statler came out to help out Red Velvet. And then all of a sudden, this other woman came out, Jamie Herter, who I remember her. I know she was in AEW for like early stages, and she's more known for internationals and Stardom and stuff. She came out to help Britt Baker, so Britt Baker has a bodyguard or something of some sort. And AEW Rampage is very good. So the big time rumor is, according to wrestling votes, CM Punk may show up this Rampage. Because it's in the United Center in Chicago. Is it Rampage? Let me see. Let me make sure. Rampage. Because I know they're in Chicago, right? This week? Yeah, agreed. I agree. Okay, yes. Rampage. It's the talk of CM Punk showing up at Rampage this this Friday at at United Center. And the thing is, I agree. I'm gonna get to more on this. And WWE, according to Wrestling Rules, WWE is not gonna make a reactionary not gonna react to it or something, a reactionary move, which is bullshit because WWE always does it. If it's likely that he's gonna show up at this Rampage, WWE has to make a reactionary move. You're probably gonna have like Roman and Cena do something like a physical maybe. I don't think it's a good idea. Have him not be physical until the pay-per-view match. I think for this storyline, have him not get physical. But if CM Punk, look, if this is true, people are gonna tune for SmackDown because it's from 8 to 10. It's 2 hours. But people are gonna look forward more to Rampage this Friday if this thing about CM Punk is true. I'm gonna watch SmackDown, but I'm looking forward to more of the CM Punk thing. If it's true, that's what people are gonna be looking forward to most of all. I'm sure, Josh, if this is true, you could probably look forward to CM Punk, right? If this is true, right? Over SmackDown. SmackDown could put on the best show. Still, people would be more excited for CM Punk. But I think the talk is they want CM Punk to wrestle at All Out. They want him to show up in his hometown and they want to wrestle in his hometown for the pay-per-view. I guess it makes sense in a way, but yeah, I'd hold off Punk for a while, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like your ideas. Like, I don't know about Punk. Like, I'm gonna look forward to it the most. So, if you know, I didn't watch TripleMania, whatever, but I know what happened. Kenny Omega retained the AAA Championship, whatever it's called, over Andrade. Ric Flair was the surprise manager for Andrade. If you're not a wrestling fan, but non-wrestling fans know who Ric Flair is. His daughter, Charlotte Flair, wrestles WWE, is you know what? Either Dynamite or the pay-per-view. Ric Flair, his daughter is Charlotte Flair, who wrestles WWE, but she's engaged to Andrade, who used to be WWE, but is not in AEW, but does independence. He wrestled Kenny Omega for the AAA title. And of course, Andrade had Ric Flair in his corner, his future father-in-law. I don't think they're married. I don't think Charlotte Flair and Andrade are married. I think they're engaged, but I don't think they're married. There was a lot of criticism where Kenny Omega retained the title. There was a lot of criticism that he should have lost. It turns out AEW decides on when Omega loses the titles. So they said, nope, we don't want Omega losing the AAA title because the 2 nights before he lost the TNA title. So I think they don't want to make him look like a loser going into All Out. More of a loser going to All Out. by him losing all the titles except the AEW title. I think that's why the AEW said, nope, we don't want him to lose the title here. We don't want him to lose the title here. Maybe he should. Maybe this will continue. Maybe this Kenny Andrade thing will continue. But I think AEW thought, no, we can't have him lose the titles because we're going to make him look strong going into All Out as a champion. I think that the thing losing to Christian was a favor to Impact. I think because Impact got them more and Chris and get friends to get along. I think they wanted him on Impact TV. Just remember, Christian and Omega are having a AEW title match at All Out. So that's basically my thoughts. I don't think they want them to lose it. But I don't think so. AEW has complete control over Kenny Omega in terms of when they can win or lose the titles. He has. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They need a big hook. Because there was no way Britt Baker losing the title in her hometown was going to be a big hook. So having a title change right at the beginning was a big hook. Was the right move. I didn't think it would happen. Because when I said, oh, this is going to be the first match in the card. Oh, there's not going to be no title change tonight. Because this is the first match in the card. I was dead wrong, though. Let's see what else I have here. I did catch a little bit of New Japan Resurgence. Will Ospreay's back. The Guerrillas of Destiny confronted the Good Brothers. Lance Archer lost at Tanahashi for the Japanese New Japan United States title. So Lance Archer had the title for like 2 or 3 weeks and lost it to Tanahashi. Basically it. Keith Lee opened up about where his whereabouts been for most of the year. It's well, it's very heart-warming. Like to hear what he had to say when he opened up. He didn't have to. He didn't have to tell you, but he didn't have to. But he appreciated the concern. And boy, I felt bad for Keith Lee. I mean, well, we all felt bad. I mean, come on. What he went through, no one should go through. I mean, like, so he admitted he had COVID, but he also had a rare condition or something like that, not fully and he had to go. So I think he had severe COVID, or maybe, and the COVID really affected him. He had to go to take MRIs. And he was too big for him. He even admitted it because he's a big man. He could when he finished. Obviously, MRI machines are claustrophobic. You could be claustrophobic, right? I've never been in one, but I've seen them. I've seen them on TV, and I know people that took MRIs. It's very claustrophobic. It turns out, yeah, he had the COVID really affected him of a severe case. Yeah, he admitted that Mia Yim got COVID. He said Mia Yim didn't give him COVID. So he wanted to get the shit out of the way. I hate when people accuse people like that, right? He said Mia Yim is his fiance now. Did not give him COVID. She got COVID from him, but though it's not his fault, okay? It's not his fault. Mia Yim was taking care of him when he was sick. She was being good to him. She got COVID, okay? She got COVID, but don't blame Keith Lee. And don't blame her, all right? Don't go after her because she got COVID, okay? She's taking care of her fiance, her man. Like a good person to do. You take care of a sick person. Yeah, she got the disease. But you know what? She was risking her life because she loves her fiance. Love is about that. Love is about risking your life to make sure somebody you love is doing good and doing better. So don't criticize people for doing what is right, even though they could get up getting sick themselves, alright? Don't go after Mia Yim. All she did was take care of him while he was sick. And she got sick, yes, she got sick. But guess what? She was being unselfish. I don't know how severe she was. Maybe she was mild, asymptomatic, whatever. It doesn't matter. She still got the disease. Yeah, me too. It looks like he's doing better. Maybe that's why he's like, the matches are short. He's not. His matches are shorter now because he's fully not up to, I guess you could say, game speed. Like in sports, when you come back from an injury, a long layoff, you're not exactly up to full standard. I guess like maybe that's why his matches are short in WWE. I don't know. Yeah, agreed. You're right. You know how Josh Bowen, you know how wrestling fans are, crazy wrestling fans are. They're nuts. I mean, you know that. You know what, Josh? You know how nuts wrestling fans are. They'll attack wrestlers. They'll attack anybody. Oh, they'll attack. Oh, you got this person sick. You know what? Shut up. Like, come on. Fuck. So let's go talk about NXT. So there is some news about NXT, guys. So we know the releases of NXT. I didn't talk about them, but we know the releases. I'll go over them quickly, the ones off the top of my head. The big one is Bronson Reed. And we thought this guy had potential. Possibly go up to the main roster. Him losing the North American title to Scott. We all thought, oh yeah, this guy's going up to the main roster. And him losing to Adam Cole. Okay. You got Mercedes Martinez getting cut. Who else? Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's such a lot of angry people on the internet. Who else? Mercedes Martinez, Bronson Reed. Who else? Bobby Fish got cut. Tyler West from Diamond Mine. So this Diamond Mine's been around for a month and they already cut Tyler West. It's like, seriously? Who else did they cut? I forget, but they did cut some talent, and if the talk is going back to developmental, I'm like, why? You're the PC, right? Like, developmental. When was the last time NXT was developmental? At one point it was. But they started hoarding talent from the independent scenes, like, years ago. Look. Charlotte Flair, pure developmental. Bianca Belair, King Corbin, Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose. Yeah, a lot of them were developmental because a lot of those wrestlers I mentioned were not independents. But they did hoard independent scenes years ago. Look, when I watched NXT, when I started watching NXT in 2014, 2015, it was not developmental anymore. Yes, it was taped, but it was not purely developmental. They had the guys like Neville, Sami Zayn, who was Algenico, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Itami, Tyler Breeze. Then they got Samoa Joe, Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch was not really developmental, but Sasha Banks, maybe to some extent, but she was in indie scenes. Bailey, indie scenes. Emma, I think she was in indie scenes. But Paige was a little bit indie scenes. Who else is there? Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, Pete Dunne. A lot of the guys over the years were not developed. A lot of people they acquired. Asuka, Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, Candice LeRae. A lot of people they got over the years were not developmental. They haven't been developmental in years. Now they're planning to go back to that. Why? Because why? You're giving up. And now So think about it, planning to get rid of everybody after 30? No, you need veterans. You need veterans. If you have pure developmental guys that never wrestled before, you go to PC that never wrestled before, like Parker Bordeaux, for example, you're going to need some veteran experience, talent. Like Candice LeRae is a perfect example of that. But now, NXT after Takeover, they are planning to go back to taping schedule. So it's not going to be live anymore. I think Braun's the week. I don't know. I can't really say. And now NXT is getting taped after Takeover. They're gonna start taping their shows again, which is, I guess, is good because they can edit stuff out, right? Also, Adam Cole. I think Adam Cole is getting caught up soon. He had a meeting backstage at SmackDown talking to Vince. So, I think a contract is done with Adam Cole. I don't think Adam Cole is leaving WWE. I think there's a contract is done with them. I know he has connections to AEW with the Elite and stuff, but I think he's staying in WWE. Or I just don't know what they could do next with him in NXT. What can they do with him in NXT? Because I think he reached a ceiling in NXT. So the tapings are just for the upcoming month. I'm not sure if it's tournament tapings. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But I wonder if it's gonna be spoilers. Oh my god, I got Eva Marie in the chat. I'm joking. Hubba. Yeah, aren't you on Raw tonight? I think so. Any plans for Lily? How is our Dewdrop doing? I don't even know where I was. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Where the hell was I? Even Marie will make you do that. Lose your train of thought. Yeah, Josh, it's not really her. Trust me. Let's see where it was. Josh, remind me where I was. I forgot. Oh, I got. Yep. Oh my god. I'm tweeting this out, by the way. I don't know where I am. When I talk about Raw last week. Okay, we'll talk. Since you're here, Eva Marie, Doudrop lost Alexa Bliss. And the funny thing is bad storyline. It was the weirdest thing. Alexa Bliss had Lily with her. She put her on the top of the turnbuckle. When Doudrop went to confront Lily, Lily all of a sudden did a winked at Doudrop, and Doudrop was like, huh? And then Alexa Bliss rolled her up for a pin, and 1, 2, 3, and you see Eva Marie come in, and Doudrop was like, she winked at me, like Eva Marie doesn't believe her and stuff, you know, and dude, I don't know where this is going with Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. I really don't know. What the hell is this? Trial action for what? Okay. I don't know where this is going, really. But we had Eva Marie join. This is funny. Dude, Trump started getting nauseous from how ugly Lily is. I mean, like, even I don't like take a look at dolls being that way, but it is getting over. You know what the great Eva Marie, don't take this personal, but when she mimicked your Evolution by Lily Lucian, I love that stuff. I love the Lily Lucian stuff. Dude. It's hilarious. I'm sorry, it's really funny. Yeah, she is. You know what's gonna be funny? There's gonna be like an Eva Marie doll soon. You just watch. Eva Marie's gonna make her own doll. I gotta do something. See. So what? So all red everything now is what? All pink everything? Even where you go by all pink everything? So yeah, that's Randy Orton came back. Of course. Here. I'll pink everything. Where was it? So Randy Orton came back. Yeah, match AJ Styles in the main event. Won. Yark killed Matt Riddle at the end. I don't know what this means. Are they gonna split up, or it's just one of those things that Randy Orton does all the time? You can't trust Randy Orton. He's a snake. He is supposed to be annoying, right? Isn't Riddle meant to be annoying? Like he doesn't stop talking. It's like lock the. What else happened on Raw? I kind of didn't care. Oh my god. Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Jinder Mahal got Baron Corbin to do his dirty work for him. King Corbin was desperate for money. Drew McIntyre didn't feel sorry for him until during the match. Right? And then he started pitying him. He's like, how much do you need? And Baron Corbin was like, $100,000. $100,000. And he did the count. Was it 100,000? He did the countdown. Then Claymore. And yeah, so we're getting Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. We're gonna update the card for you guys at SummerSlam. I don't care for that match. Yeah. Where was I else? I forgot the women's picture. I forgot the women's stuff. It's bad. I can't. No offense to Nikki Cross, but I can't stand her character right now. It's so boring. Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. Yeah, it is. It's his best work in a long time, but I like it too. But this is funny, Baron Corbin. Hey, maybe you should hire him, Eva. He could be like our assistant or something. Oh hey, where is he? I know you're here, Drew. Oh, hey, Drew. It's good to see you, man. Where was the fuck? Oh, I forgot what Bobby. I don't know. Bobby Lashley and Goldberg's gonna happen. I'm not happy about that. It's so bad. NXT. Let's get to NXT. It isn't a pin. You're welcome, Drew. You're welcome. NXT. What was funny was that Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis are going on a first date, and you're gonna need protection. That and he has protection, and she goes like this. I don't need protection. She goes over and she actually has some muscle, man. And Dexter Lumis knocks on the door and and Johnny Gargano opens the door. Dexter Lumis doesn't talk, right? We know that. Doesn't talk. And Gargano's like, what are your intentions with her? What are your intentions? They're basically parents. And then I'll get to why I think that kind of mattered. Then you see Dexter Lumis and you heard on a date, and then you see Candice LeRae and Gargano follow them in disguises. It's pretty hilarious. Really? No? Let me check. I follow him. Where is he? But I also did get an email just now from Fightful. So it was about Ember Moon. So, okay, we'll get to that. Yeah, that was the date. But I think it was something, well, congrats to Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. They announced they're having a child. They're pregnant with their first child. So Candice LeRae is probably going to be off maternity leave. Maybe because she's doing backstage stuff for now. But congrats to the Gargano family. So we got an update on Ember Moon. Remember last week, Ember Moon was supposed to face Saray, but it was replaced with Dakota Kai. So we just got an update on why Ember Moon. She clarified on Twitter today she's not injured, but she's been away. She's recovering from a dental procedure that kept her from getting cleared by NXT. She says she's willing to work. But decided not to clear her. So Ember Moon is just recovering from a dental procedure and yeah, that's true. Let me I know I have his Twitter. Andrew, let's see. I know I have his Twitter. What's his Twitter? I know I follow him, but what's his Drew, if you could Andrew. Oh shit. There we go, right? Andrew's already in. Okay, yeah. Wait, I don't follow him? Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, I just saw. I thought I did follow him. Apparently I didn't follow him. Did it not? Oh my god, that's a problem with USA Network. You're right. USA Network did come out and say we're not paying for a taped show. They want it live. You're right. Thank you, Drew. Yeah, I found his Twitter. Thank you, Drew, though. Wow. So I gotta get back to the NXT stuff. We saw Gigi Dillon get a win. I think she's in a group with them, whatever. And then we saw. So now we know takeover stuff. Ted DiBiase showed up with Cameron Grimes, blah blah blah, in LA Knight. Yeah, thank you. Thank you first. finding it for me. What else? The main event. Oh yeah, okay. We'll get to the main event. Ilya Dragunov from NXT UK showed up on NXT. Cut a promo, and then Pete Dunne showed up. And they had a match later tonight in the main event, which Pete Dunne won based on a distraction and his finishing move. Where Walter also was there too. Walter showed up, causing a distraction. And Pete Dunne got to win. Walter goes in there to beat up on the carcass of Dragunov, but Dragunov got the best of him and to end the show. And that's TakeOver. So let's go. We're gonna continue with SmackDown AEW, but let's go to TakeOver. I'll show you the TakeOver card. NXT TakeOver card so far. TakeOver 36. We're gonna see it. I'm gonna do a preview stream on that TakeOver, guys. Be prepared. I'm gonna do a preview stream on TakeOver. Okay. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT UK Championship. Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. Dakota Kai turned on Raquel Gonzalez. Dakota Kai got the win over Saray. And then Raquel Gonzalez chased Dakota Kai. LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes with Ted DiBiase for the $1 Million Championship. And then we got Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. 3 Stages of Hell match. First match, single match. Second match, fall 2, street fight. Fall 3 if necessary, steel cage match. And we all know that's going to a third fall. Oh, it's okay. It's good. It's better than Raw and Smackdown. So be on the lookout for NXT TakeOver 36 preview stream. There's a small chance I might make it a video, but I plan to do a stream. AEW Dynamite. Let's get to that. Oh, AEW Dynamite opened up with Jungle Boy and so kind of Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian confronting Kenny Omega Elite. They kind of announced that what happened at Rampage, Impact title. We know what happened there. Christian becomes a champion, Impact champion, TNA champion, but also gets a title shot at All Out. All Out. Let's see what else. Okay, yeah. So, Drew, I don't know if you heard, but the Sasha Banks Bianca Belair match may not happen. So, I'm pretty sure if it does happen, still do the predictions. I bet you in that show they're still gonna have the prediction for that match. But if it doesn't happen, I'm pretty sure they're gonna Tad and whoever in the throwback will throw away that match if it doesn't happen. Oh yeah, so MJF Wardlow lost to Jericho in the labor. So the final labor is Jericho versus MJF. The stipulation in the final labor is where is it? That he can't use no Judas effect and no Judas music. And this match, the MJF versus Jericho, is this week's Dynamite. I was shocked if it's not going to be on All Out. It's going to be this week's Dynamite. So what happens is Jericho cannot use his finishing move, or he can't even use his music where people sing to his music. It's going to be dead silence. Yep. Yeah, no Judas effect. Period. Yeah, finishing move and music. Yeah. I don't freeze. And whoa, I didn't even know it's 56 minutes long. Man, I should be. Will they still? Will they still let them? They can still. They'll sing it. The crowd will sing it because you can't stop the crowd from singing it, right? They'll sing it on their own, but the music won't be playing. Yeah. So yeah, I can see that. Yeah, even flow. I fucking hate QT Marshall's group in the factory. What the and they attack. They bullied Tony. And then Big Show comes out, or Paul Wright, chokes out Marin Solo. Whatever. Chris Stanner and Orange Cassidy beat Nyla Rose and Chris Stanner with Orange Cassidy beat Nyla Rose. I think Chris Stanner is kind of next in line to Britt Baker's AEW women's title. It sounds like that's what's going to happen based on Dynamite and Rampage. Yeah, you too, Drew. Have a good day, man. I'll see you Thursday. I'll see you on Twitter, and I'll see you Thursday for Slowback Show. Yes. Yeah, Big Show looks good. He looks healthy. And let's get to SmackDown. Here we go. SmackDown was great. The opening promo between Cena and Reigns. I'm sorry, but Cena destroys Reigns in promos every time. He obliterated Roman Reigns once again on the mic. On the mic. Right? He drove Dean Ambrose away. He used the Shield. He used Paul Heyman and stuff like that. That thing about Dean Ambrose. And Josh, remember that video I made about going after Wrestling News Now? Talking about Dean Ambrose or John Moxley? Wow. He's like, you drove Dean Ambrose away from WWE. And Roman Reigns were back at Cena missionary with Nikki Bella and Nikki Bella stuff. And I don't think Cena, to me, that's not an insult to Cena. Cena's moved on from Nikki Bella. Cena's married now. Nikki Bella's married. Like, to me, that comeback is useless now. I mean, that's not like Cena just destroyed him with a mic. I think a lot of people did like it. I did like it. I loved it. I loved it too, man. I liked it too. It was a great opening segment. Okay, so Apollo Crews and Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title match. We got a new IC champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, or King Nakamura he's now called, has become Intercontinental champion, dethroning Apollo Crews. Now we have King Corbin coming out pro begging the fans for money. $1,000 from each fan on this credit card thing. Kevin Owens comes out and calls him pathetic. Yeah. Kevin Owens comes out. He has a match with Baron Corbin, King Corbin, and there's an implication of this match. If Kevin Owens wins, Corbin has to do things for himself and stop begging for money, asking for money. If Corbin wins, he'll get money from Owens, whatever. Right? Well, Owens wins, gives him a stunner for good measures, and then the show, Baron Corbin steals the money in the bank. Right? Here's the thing. That contract still applies to Big E. The shot coming from the box. Yeah. I don't care about the Rey Mysterio and Uso stuff. Let's skip to the main event, the contract signing. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair signed the contracts, but Sasha Banks comes out, has witnesses. Carmella and Zelina Vega. And you know, they all attack Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair gets the best of Carmella and Zelina. But Sasha Banks gives her a bank statement. Starts beating up. Puts her on the top of the contract table. And push her in the bank statement submission move. And using her hair rip in the bank statement. That's pretty good. Bianca Belair. You're funny, man. You're funny. Oh, I didn't like Team Bass. I thought Team Bass sucked. That's pretty much SmackDown. That's the review of the week. So we're getting a SummerSlam update. I'll update the card for you guys. Then I'm gonna end it. So we have Nikki ASH versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. Roman Reigns, Universal Title Champion versus John Cena. Bobby Lashley with MVP versus Goldberg for the WWE Championship. The Usos versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the Women's SmackDown Women's Championship. Edge versus Seth Rollins. I'm very interested in Edge versus Seth Rollins. I love how Seth Rollins, that promo he did was very good. Sheamus versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship. McIntyre and Jinder Mahal in a singles match. Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna ever turn Naomi bad, heel again. But those are the stuff. Let's see if I skip anything. Let's see if there's a Raw preview tonight. If there's if there's no Raw preview, I'll go to WWE's website. Then I'm gonna end it for you, and then I'm gonna end it. All right? Okay. So Raw tonight. Champion Goldberg are set to meet face to face. So do you think they're gonna get physical tonight? It's probably, if they get physical, I think Goldberg spears Lashley because Lashley's gonna retain at SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre looks to overcome Veer and Shanky in a huge SummerSlam implications. Handicap match with Drew McIntyre. And Randy Orton squares off the Colossal almost tonight. She doesn't get much recognition. Like she's very. Yeah, thank you. I agree. She has a huge fan base. WWE does overlook her. But that's the Raw preview. Goldberg will spear Lashley because. Okay. Also, I will be making my SummerSlam predictions, like the NXT predictions. I don't know if it could be separate shows. I might make them separate shows. I might do them the same day. But that's gonna happen in the future, like in the future later this week, right? I'll be making my predictions for those shows. So yeah, thank you for watching, and AEW approves. This is what I think about you guys for watching.
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
Thank you. So what you want to do? Like, comment, subscribe down below. Join me for those streams. And oh yes, I'm planning to make a stream. WCW and WWE in their heyday. Which I'll tell you which one is my favorite. Which one was my favorite company back in the 90s. And maybe an hour and a half long, talking about WCW and WWF. The Monday Night War especially. Join me for that. So yeah, so once again, like, comment, subscribe down below. And thank you for joining me, Eva. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And yeah, see you then. AWO approves you guys. AW and also AWO is out.